Hello and welcome to my video on Grand Chase. Today we're just going to take a look at some of the combats and stuff. I'm not going to go too far into this because I'm going to be using a lot of my clips of this for a music video that I'm putting out in probably a couple days. Depends on how long I spend on it and stuff. But we're just going to take a look at stuff here, just so you can see. It's a really cool game. Just so you know here, I'm going to show you off some of the characters. There's a knight, and each character's got different jobs, and they've got like a skill tree and stuff that you can go into. So like there's the bowman, which can become like all different kinds of archers. There's a magician, gets all kinds of cool tricks and stuff. Here's a thief, he gets like dual wield and assassin and all kinds of cool shit. The druid, he's really cool too. Spell knight. There's a singer, and she's actually one of the hardest I find to obtain. There's the fighter Jin. A lot of people like him. I'm not too fond of him. Here's my favorite character, Siegeheart. He's got some of the coolest skills and stuff. He's got like a mechanic inside a mechanic. And then there's like, I guess like a rune caster, guns. And then there's this demon, and he's got his own unique style. He actually, instead of to say, has to accumulate and then use mana, he uses his in a different sense. So I'm just going to go into a dungeon instead because it's a lot more efficient. So you get an idea. Let's just create a random password here. Don't want a bunch of people crowding up my room. As you can see, I've got some of the characters. I don't have them all. You only get 3 characters off the start, and then you have to unlock all the rest. I've been trying to unlock a few characters. I've been too lazy to level my Siegeheart, which is the only character I really wanted. Alright, so here we are. We get a little story every time we come in. There's an event coming, which is a new character. I have no idea what he is about or anything. I haven't read any of the news lately. But yeah, there's just some really cool shit. Like, yeah, I'm lagging out, which is rare for this. Yep, my pet's attacking because he rules like that. The game is really huge. Like, I'm only level 39, and I would probably be at the end of the second continent by then. Or I'm 30 something, I forget. I haven't played in a while. But yeah, you just kind of go through, you kill off all these things, and then there's a boss. So you go through and like, here's the map. You can see on the side, there's like all the quests that lists. So like I have to collect 300 fragments for a job enhancement, which will let me use spears. I think is my second job. I don't remember. Anyways, you just go through and you do all the fighting. I'm going to show you one of the magic moves I can do, which is this. Through the talent tree, you get to customize your attack cycle. So like this is a combo that I've built up, and like I can do that dodge roll, which is really handy for getting away because of that. The other thing I could do is I can go like this. Back attacks do pretty much like a critical damage type thing, where you just do a lot more damage. Let's show you my most... no, I got hit, which made me lose all my mana. I didn't realize there are bonus bad guys, which gives him like abilities like that guy does a shockwave whenever he gets up. This guy gets up really easily and recovers health. And so yeah, just gonna go through some of these fights, get further in the dungeon, and I'll show you some more stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna show you the second power-up skill that we get, which is this one, which is pretty devastating. Alright, so here I'm just gonna show you the third level of magic skill that you get. Apparently not. This is like a little jump quest. You just gotta make it through without dying, which isn't always the easiest. And you just kind of make it through the dungeon doing these stupid things. Once you get to the top, it's fine from there. The other thing is, whenever you're doing the magic skills, you have to charge it. So, like, as you can see on my MP, it's got all 3 bars completely lit up. In order to use like a level 1, I would just charge it till it hits past the 1. And here we'll just get it to 3, and then I'll show you the skill, which does insane damage to anything it hits. It would most likely always one hit. It's just because there was a landing up there. He got hit into that other spot. And yeah, so we'll just get up to the boss's room and I'll show you the boss. Alright, so here we are just loading into the boss's room. It does more of the story. I'm not gonna let it play. And here's the boss of this level. He's just like a skeleton warrior. Not too fierce or anything. He just kind of does his own little thing. I'm actually more scared of his minions than I am of him. And there he is, pulling out some cheap stunts again. He does a vanishing act. And again, his minions are just kind of getting in the way and hitting me out of nowhere while I'm busy trying to take on the boss. Some of the ads in some bosses do heal and stuff. Like, I'm stuck on a dungeon that I've been trying to figure out how to solo. I get to the boss, I can dodge almost all of his attacks, deal with him, but his ads heal him if I don't deal with them right away. And then he'll get to spawning multiple of them, which is retarded. And he's got like 30 health bars, which make him almost impossible to kill. Alright. Oh, that's just gay. That was like timed perfectly. Anyways, yeah. That continues on. The other issue I found with this game is there's no like trade system. There's you also can't sell anything to players. It's all to the shop only and buy from the shop. You can make armor and weapons of better quality than what the shop gives you, but the requirements for those items are extremely high. So it kind of takes a while to get really good pieces. Most of the quest gear you get just from leveling a character will take you to like level 30-40 range, and then after that you just kind of have to make all your stuff. The game's got an auto adjustment, which really it drives me nuts because it keeps lowering and averaging and hiring my stuff out of nowhere. Which it really doesn't need to, it just does anyways. Apparently it's Rainbow Weekend, or at least it looks like it. Also, with that though, is anything you get out of the shop, you also find most of the better stuff you have to pay real money to get. You can get like 1 or 2 pets from the shop without paying real money. Most of your armor sets, like the really cool looking stuff, you have to pay real money to get, or you have to get the cheap little looking gear. What was that? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. Besides that, there's not really much else to it. There's a couple thing where you can do like a couples. It's nothing really that cool. It's kind of attendance, list of events. They always have events going on. And a hero shop, so you do hero dungeons and you collect coins and you can buy like really cool stuff. They've got like custom mizations to your weapons and stuff, like sockets, which are really handy. And instead of just having like a single gem, I could take the gem out and put a different one in and so forth. If you have any questions or if you're interested, I'll leave a link to the game in the description, and you can feel free to ask me questions, and I'll be sure to let you know. And besides that, thank you for watching the video, and please subscribe, like, comment, pass me off to your friends, let them know, and feel free to visit Madrox8 channel. We're always trying to get at each other's neck. We're actually buds in real life. So hit him up, check out his videos, see if there's anything you like there.